Replacing Talent with Physemp. I'm your host, Paul Strubel. This is episode 16 of Placing Talent with Physemp. And today we're going to be covering the AI chat that we've been working on here at Physemp the past year. And we're going to talk about what it is, why we decided to build it, and lastly, how we think it's going to benefit both our clients and the physicians that look for jobs on our site. So let's dive in. Welcome. So as AI has been changing the way that people utilize search engines over the past 6 months, we've seen all kinds of different companies roll out different formats of AI, from the Meta AI platforms to Google's AI to Grok to Perplexity to Claude to ChatGPT. There's a number of them out there, different platforms that you can use, different AIs that are available. And what we found very quickly when trying to leverage those AI chats onto our own service was that they were not going to work with the way that we wanted them to work at this current time. And what I mean by that is you've got on the existing Physemp homepage, you've got a search feature. You've got the ability to put in your specialty. You've got your ability to put in your location of interest, click that search button, and the jobs will be displayed to you in an easy to read, organized manner. And then you can start sorting them based on the city that you're interested in, or based on salary, or based on the position type, whether it's full-time, locums, part-time, whatever you want. And then that is able to be whittled down, but it still takes a number of actions essentially based on the user, and that's through the homepage. When you go to a site like Google, or you go to a social media site like LinkedIn, let's say, and you want to conduct a job search, it largely works in the same way. In Google, you're putting that in the search bar and you're saying, I want cardiology jobs in Miami, Florida, and then they're going to show you a list of returns. Well, the AI Google Jobs has not yet caught up with AI in the way that we think it should work. So what we've come to find is it's the same problem with the Meta platforms. If you're working through Facebook or Instagram and you go into their AI chat and you ask it, let's say, I want a cardiology job in Florida, it'll say, great, here's 10 options. As of right now, what you will find is if you do that, they will show you 10 options for jobs that match what you've asked for. But what's happening is that because of the hallucinations that exist within AI platforms, and because of the proprietary nature of these different companies and all the different AI platforms that are out there, they do not want you to leave their AI. So if you go into Instagram and use the AI, we can create a Physemp AI very, very easily to talk to people, and you can talk within that. But when you ask it for job search and it shows you the jobs, what it lacks is the ability to leave the platform. You can see, here's a cardiology job in Miami. It offers $375,000 a year. It's available now. Two big problems with that. Number one, you cannot click that link and go apply to that job anywhere. It's simply showing you the jobs as an answer to your question, not an avenue for an application. And simply because they don't want you to leave their platform. Now, the same thing exists with the Google AI. If you go to the Google search bar and you put in, I'm interested in cardiology jobs in Florida, you're going to get a tabulated list of results on the Google jobs near me. When you open that, they will have real-time job opportunities from all sorts of different vendors that will route you to sites like Physemp.com. Then you can apply to that job. It is a real link. But if you go over to the other side there, you click AI mode, you're going to see a list of answers about jobs, but they may not be real jobs, which is what we call a hallucination, because it might have been a job that was previously posted that it's looking at and saying, here's a job, but it's not necessarily an active job, and it doesn't necessarily have a way for you to apply to it. And that's problematic for any physician searching for work. So the solution was clear. Physemp decided to build our own AI. It's populated with our own jobs from everything on our website every single day. So we have eliminated the two biggest problems. When you come to the Physemp AI, you go to the home page, There's a little down in the right-hand corner, there's a little spot where it says, how can we help you? Now, we have two kinds of visitors primarily at our site. We have people who are working within the healthcare industry who are looking for opportunities. So that's your physicians, MDs and DOs. We also have our nursing allied health division of things. So we've got nurse practitioners, physician assistants. When they come to the site, that chat initializes the conversation and it says, how can we help you, right? And if you're a job seeker, you can tell it that you're interested in whatever your specialty is in whatever area you're is, and it will route you to that side of the conversation. Now, in our case, the way we decided to structure this, because quite frankly, open use of AI is expensive, what we require for job seekers is to create a profile with us, and then they have free reign to have as many questions answered and dialogues open as they want about their job search. Now, why is that important? Because we have essentially made job search dynamic. The old way was specialty, state, position type. I want a full-time cardiology job in Florida. Go, show me what's out there. Now, you can go into our AI, you can, as a physician, you can tell it those are the things you're interested in, but the conversation becomes so much more dynamic. Tell me about the work-life balance. What kind of hours would I be required to work at this place? Tell me about the salary. Tell me about the weather in the area. What kind of demographics might we be serving at this particular hospital or clinic, what have you. You could tell it you're only interested in clinics or small practices. All of those things are now available to the job seeker, and that does two big things. It is a much more dynamic, much more specific search for the job seeker, and it also allows us to better serve our clients because we can show them the jobs more quickly, more easily that they're specifically looking for. It also allows them to sort of extrapolate on that search. Now, let's say the physician was interested in Florida because it's a state with no state income tax. Let's say their two big factors were, I wanted warm weather and a state with no income tax. Great, and I'm interested in cardiology jobs. Great, well, here's some in the Florida area, but we also have 3 similar jobs that match all your criteria for warm weather, no state income tax, the hours, whatever it may be. It's a cardiology opportunity. This one's in Phoenix, though. Would you be open to that? That essentially expands that search and that conversation to allow us to show candidates better jobs, more jobs, and expand that criteria for them, but also get more information about the candidate. So when we are then building profiles for people to help find jobs, we have a lot more information and better details on what they're looking for. So that's all going in there. The other thing the AI chat does is it establishes when somebody comes to that homepage, if you're a physician, it routes you to that side. But let's say you're a potential client. Let's say you're one of Physemp's clients, a hospital recruitment firm or an individual recruiter or something like that, and you want to post ads with us, or you want to learn about our database services and schedule a demo, potentially get started. That AI now recognizes, based on a few early questions, what type of person is visiting our site. And if you're a potential client, it'll immediately help you get to the right places on the site to learn more about the service or schedule yourself a demo. And that all happens 24 hours a day. So rather than just being open essentially during business hours, we have the ability to schedule all that out at any time. So we're very excited about the future of what that will do for this company, because it essentially makes us better and more robust and more dynamic in so many ways. This is essentially going to be live at the time that this video comes out. It's already up on the homepage. We're still fine-tuning a couple things, but within the end of the month here, as we get into early September, this should be fully available to everybody. So go check it out. It's going to be a good one. Why are we excited about this AI chat? I touched on it a little bit, but really the biggest thing that it allows us to do is be a much more robust client support center. It's also a significantly more dynamic search tool for job seekers that allows us to better serve them and our clients, because we have a lot more information in a very easy way for both parties to communicate that way. So we're looking forward. There's all sorts of different levels at the AI that you can work with. So if you're just interested in hearing about jobs, you can tell it that. You don't have to create a profile. If you want to dive deep into the AI, you can create a profile. You can enter our system, and then you have access to that whole AI chat for job search. And that will allow people to better serve you when they're contacting you about job opportunities as well. So we're all looking forward to it. It's going to be a big deal once this gets going. As far as we know, we are the first company within our niche, and quite frankly, in much larger niches in the job board market as well. You're going to see AIs out there, but again, most people have not sorted out this problem with hallucinations and real time. As we go forward, we're experimenting with also expanding the number of jobs available within the AI chat so that there will be even more jobs than we currently have on the site to make it an even more complete search tool for healthcare professionals. So we're looking forward to it. We'll see you next time on Placing Talent with Physemp. Again, my name's Paul. I'm the Sales and Marketing Director here at Physemp. And like and subscribe to this channel to get all this stuff in the future. Stay tuned on the newsletter. See you next month. Thanks.